Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Since I've been so down on a Stellar Reclaimer, I was like, let me just see if I can find a deck with it. And I wish I remember where this came from because I came across this like a week ago, but I still haven't had a chance to play it, so I figured I'd play it on camera with you for the first time. It's funny I said that because I play a lot of decks for the first time with you guys, but this is really interesting to me because it uses green to fuel the angels, but in some really interesting ways. So we do have Momo, which also will make angels cheaper, which is a pretty big deal. Lantern Elves, we can ramp up the stuff. We do have Collector's Cage, which is really fun even with Momo because you can kind of manipulate the power of the creatures you have out to trigger this if necessary. We do have a couple of Get Lost for some removal. And Giada, Font of Hope. So still doing the angel thing, not a surprise here. We do have Sheltered by Ghost. But here's a fun thing with Badger Mole Cub, is you get to tap Giada for 2 mana because she's a creature that taps for mana. That's actually kind of cool. Though the white mana you could only still use for angels, so that's a little weird, but you do get 2 mana out of it. We do have Seraphic Steed. This is actually super cool. Makes us some flying angels, some life gain, some first strike. We do have Resplendent Angels. This is a way we can spend all this extra mana so we can make extra angels. And then we have a Stellar Reclaimer that can get things back out of the graveyard and give us a big creature, this is actually pretty sweet because we can ramp up and just play this and get extra value. Of course, we're going to be playing Elspeth, the Angel Planeswalker, if you will, and then 3 copies of Lyra Dawnbringer because we should be able to cast this really easily. And all of our angels having +1/+1 and lifelink is actually pretty good. She also has first strike herself. So yeah, if you're looking for a different way to play angels, this should be a lot of fun. But don't forget, if you're looking to save money right now because you're doing all the shopping and everything else, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. You'll save 5% on all your magic stuff. You just use my code, it's Dragon, DRAGN. Just go save money, support the channel. For now though, let's go see if these angels can still fly over the competition. Okay, we get Momo to start, we get a Badger Cub, we get Giada. Alright, maybe this is going to be the weird part of the deck, right? Is trying to figure out what the best way is to go about things here. Because if I Cub on 2, that still doesn't do it. I could do Giada for 1. No, still no extra value to be had. I was trying to figure out, like, how do I maximize this? But there's really no real way. Unless I were to get an angel, then, you know, you want to set up Giada, obviously. We have a dead Momo. Works for me. Well, now we go ahead and just play Giada because we have a backup one. This isn't necessarily a bad thing either. If you have the red deck just targeting your creatures right out of the gate, they're not dealing damage to you. And we look to have them in a situation where they're in a little bit of a chokehold, just wanting to deal with all of our creatures. So that's kind of nice. I think we go Giada here, play a Llanowar Elf. And then, if stuff is, next turn we could... Oh, yeah, actually if we tap this to Badger Mole Cub... Alright. Oh, actually, hold on. If we do this and this for Cub, we could still tap this for colorless. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. I think that's okay. I was just thinking, how do I also get the Collector's Cage out and get to use it, was all. Opponent looks like they're out of options here, though. Ooh, we're going Elspeth, y'all. We're going to the high-rise district. Hell yeah. Get them, team. All right. And then potentially just lethal next turn. Yeah, Ashnil's not going to cut it. That's also bonus action, but doesn't matter. And then give everybody flying. +1. And then they're all attacking in there. That was nice. Ooh, that was nice. Like, even with the opponent killing our first 2 creatures, we're just like, yeah, here it comes. Like, this was good stuff. Alright, let's keep it. This is where Stellar Reclaimer can kind of help us rebuild if, let's say, you know, Steed were to die or something. So that's kind of nice. I think I'll save this for Angel when the time comes. I'm just going to put this on white for now. And, you know, I'm willing to attack and trade. I don't think... Oh, the opponent is willing to trade. Wow, I didn't think they were going to. It's very interesting. Oh, Badger Mole Cub. Well, I guess our plan here will be to play this on Angel. Tap this for colorless. Play this. Turn this into a thing. Get rid of their Badger Mole. And attack. Alright. So we dealt with a decent amount of their early mana stuff. Oh, they had another Badger Mole. Look at that. Ooh. We are almost there, but we are not quite there. Dang it. Alright. So I can either... Oh, I can't, actually. I can only attack for 2 here. No real trickery. I was thinking, I guess I have to Reclaimer here, huh? To get a Llanowar back. Oh, they have a counter? That's sick if they do. Oh, it has to be non-creature. Duh. It's not going to do anything. Oh, well. We'll use this to crew, I guess. I'm kind of willing to attack and trade here, because if you're going to block to trade Cubs, that's great for us. Alright, cool. Yeah, so this is what's funny, actually. The reason I actually don't like the Stellar Reclaimer is we can't get creatures back with it. Now, in this deck, we can still get back Elspeth, and we can get back Cages, and we can get back Shelter by Ghost. So there's options of things we can get. But not being able to get creatures is a big drawback on this card. But it worked out here anyway, letting us saddle this, and it was totally fine. Oh, this is just going to play like a slow Angel deck this time. But, you know, sometimes it's like that. I think here, I guess we go ahead and just play... Well, maybe we play this on white. And then we just take less damage. But let's see if that works out. Ooh, we know what that means. I think I'm going to go and just play this here and get Giada down. We're probably going to have to shelter some ally here anyway. Yep. As expected. Alright, play this on... I guess white also doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead. Slow down any shenanigans from happening. Now, from here on out, if the opponent leaves mana open, they could just have Aang, so we don't want to run Giada into that just yet. Unless we get Dawnbringer down, and that changes things. Oh, Momo. So Momo says the first non-lemur, right? So we could play this and then still have 4 for... Alright. Seems okay. And then play this. Okay, we're cooking. I don't know what the opponent's plan is here, but they need something big. Momo's hanging out with his angel friends. Now, again, it's realistic that they left Aang available here so that they could bounce something and block or whatever. So I'm not going to really run Elspeth out into that. This feels like an Aang situation, though. Could be wrong. but I don't think I am. Now, I could also have just played Elspeth and then, you know, try to replay it next turn or whatever, but I would like to force their hand to use Aang during this combat and then go ahead and get Elspeth down immediately. But they might Aang into Lyra Dawnbringer, cost more, whatever, cost 2. Oh, that's weird. Actually, I guess because of Momo, Lyra would only cost 1? That's interesting. Let's find out how this works. Yep, that's what I thought. They had the Aang. And it's a good thing that they waited, because there's a chance I would have, like, attacked with Momo, potentially. So I get what they were aiming for. Yeah, so it does make Lyra just 1. That's cool. Alright, well, we still have to kill this dude so he doesn't get to block our Giada. Then we will replay this. And then we'll just see if they want to do it again next turn. Alright, cool. And yeah, I could have done the same thing there and then just attack with everybody, use Get Lost on something that he blocks or whatever. But I was also kind of seeing how they were going to use it and what they prioritize getting rid of. Like, did they bounce the shelter to get the South Pole thing and get a couple of cards, which could have been legit if they would have done that as well. So I was curious what way Aang was going to get used there. But as it turns out, oh, it's only to target creature or spell. Never mind. It's not permanent. So, yeah. Then it didn't really matter what we did during that combat. The result was going to be the same. Okay. We'll rock with this. Llanowar Elf. Love that right now. You see a Llanowar Elf or a Badger Mole Cub, man, there's no telling what the hell's about to happen. Like, for real. You just have no clue where things are going to go. And I really appreciate that right now. Makes things very interesting. Let's play the Momo. Let's play this duder. And then we get options of Shelter, Get Lost, Collector's Cage. Like, a lot of things can happen next turn. Oh, excellent. You'd like to attack. I'd like to block and gain some life. Love that for us. Okay. So, I could cage. Put counters on Momo. We get Lyra. We get Stellar Criminal. Let's go for Lyra here. And then I actually don't even think I'm going to. I'm going to attack with these. But I'm not that interested in even using the shelter here. I'd rather just wait. Use a Get Lost maybe. And then see what we do next turn. Okay, that works. I'll just let him kind of keep the Earth. I mean, I guess we could kill the Earth King here. Yeah, it's fine. Kill the Earth King. Take 2. Then on our turn, we can shelter onto Momo. Oh, yeah, that makes Momo a 2-1, right? Yeah. Get rid of that. And then we can make Momo into a 3, which then unlocks Lyra. Pumps Momo. Play this on green. I mean, we're just doing the things now. Alright. It's all you, opponent. Like, you may even have an Aang, but there are things you have to answer here. Yeah, that's a good start. And those do gum up the ground. Well, that's fun. So that pumps the Momo. Let's... hold on a second. If I just plus Giada. I mean, I could have used this as a combat trick or something, but whatever. Yep. All right. Oh, I just realized the opponent's at 10. For some reason, I thought the opponent was at 12 in my head. I don't know why. So I could have just pumped either of these and just attacked, and it would have resulted in the same thing there. Though, realistically, if I crew the steed, I just attack with everything. The opponent has to make some bad blocks or something. We end up with a bunch of angels, so we were going to win either way. But yeah, that's just sloppy play. I should have just made that 10 an attack. Sorry, opponent. Okay, this is like the most easy, non-aggressive hand we probably had so far. If there's a hand that's going to lose, it's this one. Because I think we've been undefeated so far. That's kind of crazy. I didn't expect this to play that well, and I haven't even been playing it that well. Oh, Badger Mole Cub. Was not expecting you to show up, but hey, I'm not mad at it. Oh, actually, if we do this first and then we Cub next turn... Yeah, it still doesn't change enough. Alright, we'll just attack with Momo. Go Cub. There's enough combinations with Cub, like with Angels and things we can get because of Momo, that it could be worth it. Bramble Familiar. We would probably like to get rid of a Bramble Familiar, I would imagine. So let's get rid of this. Oh, I played my lands wrong. I'm not able... Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I needed to play the passage here. Oh, no. I mean, I guess we still could do what we need to do next turn, but it's a lot more problematic now. Because I need it. It would be nicer with either of these already out. Okay, well, does the opponent get the combo here? If we do this, we get to tap for 3 each. White, green, green. White, green, green. Use a green. Sure, why not? I mean, it's a little crazy, but whatever. Tap it. Oh, man. I really, really want to get, like, Lyra, but we kind of have to stop the Doc Aurlock. Because I can just allow them to start comboing, and that's kind of gross. Man, all right, Shelter it is. I don't want it to be, but Shelter it is. Let's go ahead and put the Shelter on this guy. It's probably where we get the most value. Actually, let's put it on Momo, because that's already going to have lifelink. It's already got first strike. Whatever. And I'm willing to attack, because if you want to trade Badger Mole Cubs, yours are more important than ours right now, because we're empty-handed. They still have a lot of mana here. Okay, that feels pretty good, because that feels like they're looking and they didn't have a real plan for this turn, so they're digging for something. That is not very helpful, though. So is there an Aang in our future? Let's find out. Because I can't risk attacking with Momo here, because it just dies to Aang. Alright. Let's go attacking. See how you feel about it. Oh, I forgot, actually. I forgot that the Angel counts to give that a +1/+1. Never mind. I could have attacked and been okay. Oh, well. Live and learn. Pick up to reuse the Badger Mole Cub? Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, love it. Okay. This is where they get to go off if they have it, I guess. Wasn't planning on Appa being the card, but that's kind of okay, I guess. Because they're only netting a slight bit more mana. Actually, no more mana here, because they spend 2 to just replay the Cubs. So they just get 2 back. Yeah. Alright, so they're at 3. With 5 mana available? That's not going to matter much here, I don't believe. Oh, no! They got it. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, though. They're still at 2. Yeah. Oh, well, it really didn't matter now. Yeah, that just gave us the option of either just attack with everything. We could play Elspeth, get rid of Appa, let the Flyers get through. Like, so many different things we could do there. Man, this deck, I don't know. These draws feel like draws we should be losing with, but we're just not for some reason. Oh, no, I accidentally hit keep way too fast. I mean, I guess it'll be fine, but still. Go Momo. Is Momo going to get sheltered, or do we get to play a Badger Mole Cub? That's basically what the opponent's turn here decides. Okay, well, I guess we attack with Momo first. There's a chance they'll flash something in to try to block. Dang it. Well, they wanted to take the damage for something, and we're not going to not play a card, so this gets countered most likely. Yeah, that's what I figured. Ah, but that tells us that there's going to be some birds in our future. That is good to know. Very good to know. So you have any flash birds? Maybe. But they don't have them yet. Alright. Haven Interrupter, sure. So this is just like bird tempo action stuff. Alright. I was just about to say, where's a cheap angel? Just so we have some options here. So this is, you have to pay 4 if they have a bird. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt to play Shelter on Momo. I'm just debating if I want to play the Cavern of Souls first or not to lead the opponent to try something. But yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, that's what we got? Okay. That kind of still works. So we just put this on Angel. And then we just play this one. Got another bounce spell? No, a Demi. Alright, cool. That works. I mean, I'm not blocking, obviously, for a variety of reasons. Let's go Momo. And we'll go ahead and play this duder. Sure, I'll just have it next turn. That works for me. Like, do what you gotta do, I guess. Hard life. I mean, they're down to 2 cards. So, I mean, they can only have so many tricks left. Thanks, Momo, for making this cheaper, by the way. Gonna copy one again? Ah, oh, jeez. Okay, sure. You got it. Play this. Put this in tapped on white. And at least now we just have mana to pump our dude. If necessary. Which might be what we're relegated to here. Alright, they're going digging for something. They're back to having 2 cards in hand. We just take it. No blocks. Are we going to Lyra here? Or even attempt to Lyra here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, now Lyra probably gets blocked. Or bounced, I mean. Oh, they're looking at our Angel now. They're doing some math. Yeah, that's tough. They might just have us here. Would have been nice if I'd have had like an instant speed removal for one of their duders at some point along the way. But if we do this now, we can't activate our Angel. And that kind of sucks. Alright, I guess we still got to try. If they have another bounce off or something, then so be it. Just draw another 3 steps. I guess they could draw another interrupter straight up. Oh, they did. Alright, GG's. The opponent just drew great, and we didn't do anything to get out of it. Alright, let's see what we can do. Rubble Belt Maverick. That's a sign of graveyard shenanigans if we've ever seen such a thing. Alright. Antifa? What? You're gonna Tifa here? The hell? What's even happening, folks? Pass the turn, I guess. What deck plays Rebel Belt Maverick and Tifa? I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, I guess they come through. No blocks. And you're not even attempting to pump Tifa here. Alright, I'll assume you have something to protect it. I don't know. Okay, sure. So now we play Momo. Oh, no, this still isn't on white, though. I have to do this first. Lyra Dawnbringer also can first strike Tifa. We'll see if the opponent remembers that. Okay. Now, this can be tough if they have Overprotect. But I feel like if they had Overprotect, they would have played it there, right? Yeah, because you'd already have this up to a giant number. So, I mean, I guess they could give it Overprotect after the fact. Nope. They just don't realize that they're going to get first striked here by Lyra. This is awesome. We're literally just going to watch the opponent run this into an Angel, aren't we? Yep. Yep. That's embarrassing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely an oops opponent. Not going to lie. That's one time oops is appropriate. That's how that should end. Yeah, you know, I didn't think Lyra was going to win by just blocking a 96 power Tifa at any point during this video, but we did. So we'll take it and move on. That's crazy. And it's sad that we just watched the opponent do it. But hey, I've done the same thing before. You just forget a keyword on a card. And to be fair to them, not many people are even playing Lyra. So it's very easy to forget that this has first strike. All right, let's keep it. Yeah, if we'd even had just other creatures to play in that last game, I think we would have been fine. But, you know, like we say around here, shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's nothing really we could do here, right? So we just play Badger Mole Cub and attack. It's kind of lame, but all right. Tap this for green. And get in there. I mean, we have shelter for their things here, which I would like to use. So we can go Giada. Put this on good old Giada. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put it on Giada. I was thinking I might put it on Badger Mole Cub and just get more life this turn, but I don't think that's that important. All right. Yep, you have a cub. And another cub. All right, opponent can do big things next turn. Question is, can we do big enough things to matter here? So, if I do this first... Nah, we might as well just attack for 3. Gain the life. Play Lyra. Play Llanowar Elf. Yeah, wish I would add another white man. Well, I guess another white wouldn't matter that much. Sure. Okay. Because here they have 7 mana. But we also have 10 in the air. Yeah, Ouroboroids, that's nice. We could die to that next turn. But right now they would need to Craterhoof. Because just... Oh, okay, that blocks. So that is a problem. Now they have 2 blockers. Oh, that could change the game, though. That might be the game breaker. Oh, huge. Okay, let's do this first to see what we're working with. Elspeth? No, but another collector's cage, which I don't hate. So I need to keep the white available. So let's go ahead and do this on Giada. Play the other cage. There's the Elspeth. Now is that enough with the opponent having 2 blockers? We get a bunch of life out of the exchange. So there is that. But we could remove one of the blockers too. So we get rid of the scrap. Actually, there's a couple of ways we could die here. I have to be very careful, actually. Because it's also possible we just take... Oh no, but I can only cast 1 shelter. No, actually, hold up. I would get shelter for free with the green mana, right? So we put that there. That's 6 and 11, right? Get rid of that. And then we get the other shelter plus a +1/+1 counter. Oh, we would be just short, huh? 10, 11, 12, 13, and opponent's at 14. That is gross. If I take Elspeth and I plus... Wow, I'm sorry, y'all. This is a lot to think about here. If we take an Elspeth, then we could just kill Ouroboroid. Or we just plus our team and attack. They're forced to block. I think I have to go shelter here. And that really disappoints me, but I think it's what we've got to do. Man, that's tough. Target. Yeah, you can have one. Why not? Get rid of this. And then... play this on Lyra. Get rid of this. And then... Oh, wait! And then I could get the shelter back. Oh, no, I'm short. I can just play the... Oh, wait. No, I could warp this after I attack. Oh. Well, we won't get hoofed that way. All right, so let's attack. Oh, no, because I lose the mana. Yeah, that's not great. All right, never mind. If they have hoof, we die. That's just kind of how this is going to work. Yep. I mean, we're 32. I can only block 1. Actually, wait. That's 38. We block 5 down to 33. And then we gain 6. Hold up. Oh, I should have blocked. Why did I not block with the Badger Mole? Because I don't need it next turn. It's all right anyway, but still. That's sick. We survived Craterhoof and Ouroboroid. This shouldn't happen. And I goofed up that turn. I mean, on top of it. That's just sicko. Yeah, all right. Get in there, I guess. That's a crazy, crazy game. Yeah, this game was such a sick finish. And like I said, there was a world where I could have went ahead, just reclaimered, get the shelter back that was in the yard. I could have just taken away their Weaver. Granted, I would have had to deal with Ouroboroid stuff or whatever. That would have been fine. But then they'd have no blockers. We get in for 7. Coincidentally, they didn't find a land anyway, so we would have been all right because they would have still had 3, 6, 7. But as also in that situation, if they were to find a land, then their creatures would have been tapped as well, so they're only attacking with hoof. So I don't know. There was a lot to figure out there that I could have done differently as well. I don't know. Maybe even just putting counters on ourselves and attacking would have been good enough with the Elspeth. There was a lot in that thing that could have went either way. But hey, we got the win. We beat Double Badger, Ouroboroid, Craterhoof. Can't ask for more than that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this deck, y'all. It went 6-1, I believe, was the total, and that's like what, 86% or something. Like, the fact that again we beat a deck where opponent played Mole, Ouroboroid, Craterhoof, and we didn't fold, right? With an opposing creature deck. This thing might actually have some legs. If anything, you're not really set up to beat the graveyard decks, so you would just have to outrace them, right? Just ramp yourself out, get your your cage out, and then just go ahead and get down a Lyra or a Elspeth and hope to end the game, right? That's all you can really do in that scenario. But against the other stuff, against mono red, against the mono green stuff, or the green decks, I should say, that are playing Badger Mole Cub or whatever, like, we have game against all that. Control decks would be a little tough, but we do have some Cavernous Souls, so that helps out a little bit. We do get to sneak stuff into play. We do have a Planeswalker. So it's not like we don't have anything for those matchups. But man, 6-1 with a pretty unique Angel deck. I wish I remember where this came from so I give proper credit to it. I, for real, just don't know. But yeah, we're going to make the list available, like always, over on Moxfield. Don't forget, check out Tales of Venture, save some money, use my code, all that stuff. But yeah, man, this one, I got nothing else to say. That's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.